back again. Now, obviously, there's a lot of rumours going around about the manager situation at the club. Apparently, Arteta's favourite. Yeah. So, after all of that madness, they're going to put Arteta in. You understand? And I don't know what to think. I don't know what to believe. The rumours are getting hotter that the Arteta deal will be announced next week. I wanted change. I'm not going to lie. I wanted change. If you said to me, Wenger will go, but Arteta will come in, would you still want change? Stupidly, crazily, I don't even know if that's a word, but I'd probably still want change because it was getting so bad with Wenger that we were just going lower and lower and lower. The players weren't listening to him, you could see it. There was too many beat downs, too many missed opportunities, never competed, and something needed to change, innit? So I wanted change, we got change, and if Arteta is the man that the board choose to appoint, then I'll back him, innit? I have to back him. I wanted change, I have to back him. But it's not a manager that gives me goosebumps, you understand? It doesn't excite me, you get me? Going into the season and I'm just thinking this is going to be the same shit again. Because if they imagine they keep Bold on now, yeah? And then his manager is a player that he used to coach. Like, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Bold, who is actually a legend of the club, won major things at the club, is the assistant to a man who really didn't do that much for the club. Let's be real. Like, he wasn't that captain that inspired us, you understand? Like a Vieira or an Adams or an Henry. He never inspired us to nothing, you understand? Like, really and truly, he was a captain in the Batner era, and we're trying to come away from that, and putting Arteta in is just keeping us in that, you understand? And like I said, I really believed the board wouldn't do a Man United and put like a man like Moyes in, because for me, Arteta's worse than Moyes, blood, because Moyes had experience, you understand? Even though he was at Everton, he wasn't at a big club, but he had experience, he knew how to manage a club, he knew how to run a club. Arteta is a number 2, you understand? And they offered the job to Vieira, but Vieira was pissed off. He thought it was a token gesture, and I totally understand why he feels like that, because if you're offering the job to Arteta, who has no experience, yeah, he's been under Pep, but majority of the work that's been done at Man City is Pep. It's not Arteta, let's be real, it's Pep, you understand? And you're gonna offer the job to him before a man who's actually a manager of a club, you understand? Who has actually won things for our club, major honours for our club, led our club through battles, trials and tribulations, you understand? Inspired us to victory, drove us to victory. And you offer it to Mikel Arteta before Vieira, and you really expect Vieira to be like, oh yeah, I'd love that job, you understand? It's embarrassing how they went about it with the Vieira situation, because me personally, if it was between Vieira and Arteta, it's Vieira all day, blood, because Vieira is a club legend. Vieira is a man that people will respect. Vieira is a man that will command a certain attitude from a player, you understand? He will command a certain performance from a player. Desire, fight, passion. You look up to Vieira, you understand? You want to be Vieira. No one grows up and wants to be a Mikel Arteta, you understand? Like, we need a big appointment. Like, I wouldn't even take Vieira, to be honest, you understand? Like I said, if it was between Vieira and Arteta, then I'd pick Vieira all day, every day, you understand? But we need a manager with experience, you understand? A manager, because look, this is Arsene Wenger, blood, you understand? No matter what Wenger in, Wenger out, this is Arsene Wenger, blood. He's one of the greatest managers that the Premier League has ever seen. You understand? The only manager to win the league unbeaten. Look at Barcelona, blood. You understand? They went close again. Went to Levante, held 5-4. You get me? You could see that it's not easy to win a league unbeaten in any league. You get me? Apart from Scotland, probably, at this moment in time. Because, well, should I say last season? Because I think Celtic lost this year. So last season when they won it invincible, sorry. There wasn't really no team up there that could really compete with them, innit? You understand? Now Gerrard's gone there. Maybe it will change. You get me? Aberdeen and whatnot. A couple other teams coming up. But what Wenger achieved for the club, yeah? And the stature he has at the club, like, you have to look at what Man United did as well still, because you look at how Fergie was the same kind of level as Wenger, you understand? Maybe even higher than Wenger. Fuck it, he is higher than Wenger, let's be real, innit? He is higher than Wenger, but Wenger had that same kind of power in the club that Fergie had, you understand? Club legend, you understand? And giving it to Moyes fucked them up, you understand? It fucked them up, and then they fucked it again when they gave it to Van Gaal, and now Mourinho, yeah, the football's not all that, but they got 81 points this year in the league, and normally that'll win you the league, you get me? It's just City, we're out this fucking world this year, blood, you understand? But the Arsenal board should look at that, you understand? And see how United struggled for them 3 years, blood, you get me? And you have to remember that United were top, yeah? And they dropped to 6th, yeah? We're 6th. Do you want to go lower than 6th, you get me? That I've never seen my club finish lower than 6th. You understand? That I can remember. You get me? And I'm not trying to see them finish 6th now. You get me? Because that's just fucking embarrassing, fam. You understand? We're Arsenal Football Club, and if the board want the fans to be like, personally, me, I'll back Arteta if it's Arteta in it. You understand? I won't be happy with it, like bouncing off walls and jumping off cliffs and shit and popping bottles, but I'll back it in it because I want to change, so I'll support him 100%. I'll give him time. I won't get on his back because for me, it's not his fault, innit? It's the board that have put him in this position, and it's them that you got to blame, innit? You got to look at them, and if they do appoint Arteta, then they really don't give a fuck about Arsenal Football Club. You understand? It's simple as that, because you need a manager that, like I said, has experience, like an Allegri, like a Jardine, like a Simeone, Ancelotti, them kind of man there, blood. You can't be going and getting a Arteta or a Vieira or an Henry or, I don't know, a Moyes, you get me, or an Eddie Howe or a Brendan Rodgers. You need a man that's going to come in and command respect. A man that when he comes in, the players are shitting themselves because they now know that, yo, we've got to up our game, blood, because this manager, if we ain't performing, we're out. You understand? That's what we need, innit? And I pray to God that this Arteta figure is just a smokescreen. I pray to God, fam. You understand? Because you cannot get rid of Wenger and put Arteta in. That's a fucking joke, blood. That's a joke, fam. You can't do that, blood. You have to put in a man that's levels to this team. There's too much to be done. You understand? Too much to be done, blood. But the thing that scared me is that I was chatting to a couple of my American people. You get me? A couple of my American gooners that I met out in New Orleans, and they showed me the managers of the clubs that Kroenke owns, and they're all young, blood. You understand? They're all fucking young. I think the oldest one's about 49. Wenger was the oldest one in it, obviously, but the oldest one in America is, I think, 49, and he's got one that's at 32, 33, blood. He kind of goes for the younger approach, but for me, Allegri's young. I swear Allegri's 49. I swear Allegri's not 50 yet. You get me? Allegri's young. Simeone's young. You understand? Jardine's young. Like, go for one of them, fam. You get me? Give the fans something to look forward to going into the season. You get me? And obviously, just a quick one as well. Apparently, we've inquired for Seri. You get me? He's a fucking baller, blood. Plays for Nice. He's that kind of a Kante man. You understand? He's a tenacious player, blood. You get me? He's the man there that bite your leg, blood. He's like a Yorkshire Terrier, fam. You get me? And I see a lot of man saying that he's got some cold problem or something. He can't play in the cold. But I see DT put out a tweet saying that he played about 40 games this season. He missed about 9. You get me? And 40 games, that's a great amount of games to play in a season. You get me? And he is actually what we need. He's that midfielder that's got a bite in a minute. You understand? That midfielder that will fight. He's a DM in it, and that's what we've needed. And apparently we're trying to get Socrates as well, centre back from Borussia Dortmund. He's a beast, fam. You understand? He's a fucking tank, bro. You get me? Maybe Hira Mavropanos, you get me, can link up and do the greeting at the heart of the defence. But Arsenal are trying to make moves in the window as well, but we need to sort out this managerial situation, fam. You get me? Apparently, interviews are going down this week, so there'll probably be an announcement next week, innit? You get me? The announcement will probably come next week, but I don't know, fam. You get me? I'm praying for Allegri. If it's Arteta, like I said, I'll back it, but only the board know, innit? You get me? Only the board know what's gonna happen. Only Swen and Rao know, and hopefully they make the right decision so we can move forward and look forward to pre-season and start the season happily. You get me? And with optimism, you understand? Because let's be real, we're not gonna win the league next year. People have to understand it's probably gonna be a up and down season again. But if you put a man in with experience, then the fans will see, innit? Like, you understand? If you see improvement, then there's nothing you can say, innit? You understand? But like I said before, if it is Arteta, I'll back him. But everyone knows who I want. It's either Allegri, Jardim, or Simeone. But you don't let me know who you want. You get me? In the comments below. Let me know what you think about Seri. Let me know what you think about Socrates. And if you got any other signings you think we should be looking at, then drop them names in the comments below. But you lot already know, if you ain't subscribed to Troops TV, make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Troops, and I'm out.